One, two, one, two. We're live. I always panic a bit unnecessarily that we're not live and the mic doesn't work. Although it has been known, people have often said, I can't hear you, mate. Can't hear you. How's everyone doing on this Thursday afternoon in January? I hope you're okay wherever you are in the world. Hope you're okay. Just check. Belt's done up. Everything's good. We're all ready for a fantastic live stream. I hope it's a cracker. Got some dangerously strong coffee here. Working on a new song, a new parody of Roll With It by Oasis. You've gotta roll with it, it's got cheese on top. And na 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 na. That's what I've got so far. That's not good, is it? Na 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 na. Yeah, just kind of waiting people to turn up now. Hello, one person. Thank you for being the first person in the live stream. It's always helpful when there's one person. I always feel a bit less ridiculous as a grown man in his spare room playing ukulele songs to no one. Yeah. So I hope wherever you are in the world, you're okay. Person in the live stream. What often happens is people kind of, if it's someone who's not watched one of my live streams before, they often go, that's not for me. I don't know what is going on in that room, but there's a man who looks like he's old enough to know better, with the free birthday songs. What's that all about? 2 people in the live stream. That's better. We've got 100% improvement. So just to give you an idea, I do a live stream every day. I sing parody songs about parenting and mental health. Well, I'm a parent, I've got 3 kids, and I have struggled with my mental health. And, one person's gone. Sorry that obviously either they weren't a parent or they're like, I don't want to hear about your mental health issues, mate. Which is fair enough. I don't blame them. And I also sing Happy Birthday every day. I tell you which famous person has a birthday today, and anyone who subscribes to my channel gets a shout out on a live stream. So yeah, that's it. It's a bit quiet in the chats, but that's fair enough. There's only one person. I'm going to play a song, because that always helps. You say don't worry about a thing. Well, that's easier than done in 2026 when you're live streaming to one. Hello, dog lover. Hello, dog lover. 2026. What sort of dog do you have? Well, I'm a dog lover. We have a golden retriever, a 2.5-year-old golden retriever who, and I think this is probably all golden retrievers, just loves rolling around. If there's a dirty puddle within a mile radius, she'll find it and she'll roll around in it. I mean, I love her, but she can be quite frustrating. But I think that's just dogs, isn't it? That's just dogs. So where were we on the song front? Right, I'm having another go. There's a parody of 3 Little Birds by Bob Marley. You say you don't worry about a thing. Well, that's easier than done in 2026. Thank you for the like. I woke up this morning. Can you say my name? It's Isaac. That's so obvious. And the reason I know is I have 2 sons, and they often get me to do things as ridiculous as that. The problem is, Isaac, is that I am probably a bigger clown than you are. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. I'm a bigger clown than you are, mate. I'm nearly 50, and I've been goofing around for a long time. So, yeah, you're going to need to be quicker than that, really. Right. I'm never going to get through this song. Do you know what? Maybe that's karma. Maybe I just need to. We've got 5 people. Thank you for subscribing, dog lover. That's really kind of you. Thank you, Stun YZ. Sing happy birthday to Jay, please. I will. What you need to do, though, because I'm more than happy to sing happy birthday to people, but I'd rather sing happy birthday to people who've subscribed to my channel, because I feel like they're kind of supporting me. Sing about Jade, short stories. For short stories, and I'm going to do, I'll do you a deal, right? I'll do you a deal. I will sing happy birthday to Jade once you've written your name in one of my video comments, because the problem is we had this, bam, well done, that's good, thank you for doing that. Right, okay, well then let's do the birthday song. I end up having to sing birthday at least 4 or 5 times throughout. You love the UK? It's cold, a bit cold and grim at the moment, mate. Okay, right, if it's your birthday today, you share it with a chat show host, probably the most famous chat show host in the world, and Jade. Happy birthday to you, it is coffee. Happy birthday, this one is for Jade, and a very famous US chat show host. Happy birthday. It was your birthday today, 29th of January. You share it with Jade and you will share it with Oprah Winfrey. Happy birthday to you. Have an awesome day, Jade. I think it's unlikely that Oprah Winfrey's watching. You never know. I can't imagine she has any time to do anything other than just sort of develop and grow her empire. But you know, she might have 5 minutes. She might be scrolling and think, hey, what's this crazy guy doing? Hey, he just gave me a shout on my birthday. I don't know what voice that is. I don't know what accent that is. But unlike hers. Right, thanks, mate. You're welcome. Thank you very much for subscribing. Appreciate it. And I've got 8 people in the live stream, which is good. Right, this is a parody of Jason Mraz, I'm Yours. Apparently this is the 3rd most researched or searched for ukulele song on the internet. And it's about children when they're being a bit spoiled. Well, I took you to the park and I bought you a Happy Meal. We went to the pantomime, we saw Sting and Ian Beale. To be honest, I'm quite confused. How you never seem that amused? All this being present means I'm presently quite stressed. And not buying your pony shouldn't have resulted in an arrest. I shouldn't have to explain to you why a 7-year-old doesn't need a personal trainer. If you're a mum or a dad, the one thing you'll know is true. Your kids will often tell you they're bored. That's true. I don't remember being as bored in the 80s, but that I might have sort of rose-tinted glasses on those memories. I remember just doing a lot of getting muddy and, making dens and tree houses. I remember being big. Tree houses were big in the late 80s in Britain. If you had any sort of garden area or tree, you kind of need a tree for a tree house. Then, yeah, that's basically might be what you were up to. So yeah, if you want me to sing Happy Birthday in 2026, all you need to do is subscribe and put your name in a video comment. One of the videos in my, I do a selection of parody songs about parenting and mental health, and I don't want to say sort of self-help because it isn't motivational. It's just kind of like showing you that if I can do this and I'm really not that talented, then you can at least try and do this. Hi, Dexter. Right. This is a parody of, I'm going to put this a little bit lower. This is a parody of Bop by Hanson. And I apologise to anyone who's listened to more than one of my live streams, because you probably like, this is just the same 6 songs over and over again. I think it's up to 10 songs now, but I'm trying to learn more songs so it's slightly less repetitious. And anyway, this is a song you can absolutely sub to me, Dexter. That would be a huge help. And if you sub, that means I'm going to sing you Happy Birthday in 2026. Lots of my memories make me laugh, but none as much as this. I stopped at a motorway services for a coffee and a whiz. Although your urinals were full, so I went to sit down. A man in the next cubicle was making funny sounds. He was going plop, 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 sounding painful, plop, 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 He was really struggling, plop, 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 He said it wasn't funny, plop, 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 It definitely was. Lily, Iris, if it's your birthday in 2 days, then I will happily sing you Happy Birthday. All you need to do, because the minute I stop this live stream, all the chat will go. Just put your name and your birthday, just as a reminder, in any comment of any video, and I'll write it down. Happy early birthday to Lily Iris. Hello, Dexter. Yeah, there's nothing, that motorway services story still makes me laugh about 20 years on. There's nothing funnier than farts or poo jokes or wee jokes. I don't know if I'll ever grow out of that. I think my wife is a bit kind of like, I think I get there's a lot of eye rolling in my house because she's just like, it's Dexter. Well then, happy birthday for 2 days time. So you must be, I think, where are we in the date? I think you must be 1st of February maybe, or maybe the 31st of January. Right, this. Are we still here? Yes, we're still here. This is a parody of Soul Sister by Train, and it's about mental health, which you're thinking, gosh, it's a bit of a tough subject to write a song about. But you know, whenever I write parody songs about mental health, it's not to make light of it, because I have ongoing my issues with OCD and intrusive thoughts, which can be a pain in the arse. But I'm hoping to raise I don't know if it's possible to take the stigma away about it by I write parody songs, terrible. So you'll see it in a minute, right? Depression is crap, it's a pain in the bum. If my stress is crippling, I can talk to my one female sibling. She's less likely to over worry, scream and shout like Andy Murray, or prejudge me like that idiot at work. She probably won't laugh like when I was 3 and I pooed in the bath. If she did, I'll just remind her of that time in Fuerteventura when she thought she'd asked for the bill correctly in Spanish. Talking to your sister can clear the stress like a demister. On the mobile phone, your dog and bone. She's got 3 kids, so she's often home. Why do you set live streams to your private after? I don't think I do. I think I do. I think there may be something I'm not doing, but basically I always go back and then public them, so hopefully you can watch them. Could you do me a favour? That would really help, Iris. I'll try that. But if you go and look on my channel, if you go to live, hopefully all of my previous live streams are there. And you know, if you want to help me out massively, listen from Red Dwarf comes to mind. I love it. Thank you, Bill. Appreciate it. Thank you, Corey. Yeah, I hope so. Otherwise, I'm basically spending lots of hours doing something which might be limited. But yeah, like probably every man and his dog who's got a YouTube channel, I'm on a very slow path to trying to get monetized. It's taken ages. I had to start. What didn't help is I had to start again. I had 6,500 subscribers on a channel that got hacked last October, and literally it just disappeared. I don't know what they did. But oh my goodness, I was not happy. I had to really do lots of deep breathing, and my kids were kind of like, well, actually, do you know what? He got hacked. Yeah, I had an old channel called Dad Mind Matters, and I stupidly fell for a blatantly obvious phishing email, and then they locked me out of my own Gmail, and then while they were in there, they basically, I don't know what they did. I dread to think what they posted on my YouTube channel, but then YouTube like, no, we're removing your YouTube channel and you can never, and I applied for it twice, but they still were like, nope. So I thought, well, I've got 2 choices here, either give up or start again. And I'm like, if I become famous, I'll tell my fans to sub you. That's very kind, Dexter. I generally appreciate that. And I just thought, you've got to keep going. You've got to keep going. So yeah, so I think I've got nearly 600 subscribers and I think another 400 or 500 hours to go. Oh, but do you know what? Actually, more important than that, it's made me be a bit braver and do live streams. And actually, I quite enjoy the live streams. If I'm having a bit of a wobbly day with my mental health, I'm feeling a bit anxious. Can you do happy birthday to the 2? Happy birthday to the 2, dog lover. Happy birthday to the 2. I'm sure I know what you mean. Let's go with it. Happy birthday to the 2. Happy birthday to the two of the two. Happy birthday to you. Thank you, Dog Lover, who very kindly subscribed. So if he or she wants a birthday shout out in 2026, they'll get one. Right. Yeah, this is a parody of I'm a Believer by the Monkees. And it's how... Thank you, Lily. I appreciate your support. This is how to stay organised. And I love doing this. I think it's a real life hack. I have always been a massive fan of lists. Because getting things done gives you dopamine. The world's out to get you and kick it in the bum by ticking off a list of things that you've already done. You want to get things done? Be a list writer. A shot of dopamine when you see that it's done. I write lists. I'm a list writer, because I'm writing lists if I tried. Sorry for the for the pause. Hello, little Jimmy. I do remember you. I think you were here yesterday. I have this fear that basically quite often I get overexcited and pull out one of the leads, and then I have people going, I can't hear you, mate. And I'm like, I can't believe it. I've got to start again. But actually starting again, as frustrating it is, I'm sure there's some sort of higher self-life lesson there. I love a list. If I'm ever feeling a bit lost or a bit like tomorrow, if you live, I'll gift you maybe, I don't know, when my mum gets paid. That's very kind of you, Dexter. I really appreciate that. Writing a list is good because basically if you wake up and feeling a bit, I don't know what I'm doing in my life, or if you write a list and it gives your day a bit of structure, and even if there's only 3 things, your effort is insane, man. Good job. Thank you, Galaxy_Kitty101. That is the only upside, I think, to having quite an obsessive compulsive personality, is that I don't just go for it. I go for it in a quite an unhealthy way. Make sure you use your card, not my mum's card. My brother YouTube channel is called The Two. The Two. Okay, now I get it. Do you know what? The thing I like about, and as a man who's nearly 50, I think it's really good to have projects that potentially are going to go on for years. Now, if I ever get monetized, I'm not going to stop. I'm going to continue to do this. And I love the idea of singing ridiculous, childish parody songs. If it makes someone else laugh, that's brilliant. If someone's having a tough time out there and I can sing them a song and they go, well, that was awful, but actually, it did put a perspective on my life and made me laugh. And that's something potentially I could do forever. I also train Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, which is unbelievably humbling because I'm getting beaten up by 10-year-olds every time. But again, it's something I could do forever. And I think projects that take ages and ages and ages, those are the ones you want, because without sounding too much like some sort of annoying motivational speaker, it is about the journey. Can you sing one? I will sing one. I think I will take that as... Do you want me to sing the word one? I'm going to sing a song about... This is a parody. Neil Diamond, Sweet Caroline. It's about when I started Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Actually, let's get... Do you know what? I very arrogantly was about to start thinking, I know this off by heart, but I don't. If I've got the notes here, just use the notes. Thanks for making my day better. You're welcome, Dexter. Likewise, mate. When it began, just after my 40th birthday, it was that or learn guitar. I survived my trial class, split my first 2 pairs of gi pants. Going commando is frowned upon. Hands, choking hands, reaching out, choking me while I'm trying to choke you. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, apparently they call it the gentle art. Sometimes when I shrimp, the sudden movement makes me fart. It's true. Yeah, that's basically. I think one of the better things about getting older, because there are lots of downsides to getting older: grey hair, you don't sleep as much, you worry about everything. That just might be my experience. I heard this melody. Yeah, it's "Sweet Caroline" by Neil Diamond. Is that actually you stop caring a lot about all what the world thinks, to the extent where I will happily go and pick my kids up from school in Christmas socks and a sort of a Cossack Russian hat. I just don't care anymore, and you get to, and that's just a very liberating place to be. And it's like this, you know, the idea of doing something, putting yourself out there with live streams is terrifying, but then you do it and you think, I don't really care anymore. I'm just having a bit of a laugh. I think that's one of the good things about life, just to be like, just whatever, just have fun. None of us know what's around the corner, the corner, so just enjoy what you got. Sing like this calmly. Hey, it's me, your favourite singer. A bit mean, yo. What's up? You're so cool. And then pause and say, shouting, "Happy birthday, friends. Family is the best. If you want, you can remix this." I've just got to go and let my son in, who's just arrived back from school. Can you time me? Countdown. It should be about 8 to 9 seconds. Hang on. Good boy. In you come to the lunchroom. Quick scan. Good boy. How are you, mate? How was your day?
Good. I spent £5 in shop today and then £5 for tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you to anyone who's still here. I appreciate that. I've lost a few people, but that happens. I'm a guitarist too. I've been playing for how many? Hang on, it's all kicking off. 77777. No one realises you as you get older. Please see that. Meat Man. Hey, it's me, your favourite singer. A bit mean, yo, what's up, so cool. Happy birthday, friends, family is the best. There you go, Meat Man. Hope that's what you kind of had in mind. No one really realises you get older. I don't know about that. I think in some ways you can become more invisible as you get older, which in some ways is nice. In some ways is, I think certainly I work with people who are about 20 years younger than me, and I do feel a little bit out of touch. But in some ways that's quite nice. You go a bit under the radar. I don't think that's necessarily a terrible thing. I certainly feel like I know myself much more in my 40s than I did in my 30s, and I knew myself more in my 30s than in my 20s. I still have certain things that I just have, and you're a bit more accepting. I've kind of accepted that I've got OCD and I have intrusive thoughts, and whenever I drive anywhere I worry that I might have accidentally done something bad. I think that's just, and that used to really, really upset me, and I used to feel kind of real sense of injustice when I was younger. But actually, I kind of accepted it now. It's just what it is. And as I see it, do you know what? I'll give you a call. Okay. Yeah. So basically, that's, yeah. I'm sorry, I got a bit sidetracked there. Yeah. So basically, that's how I feel about it. That's the upside of getting older, is you're just a lot less bothered. Right. With that in mind, we're gonna sing a song. This is a parody of "Don't Worry" by, no, it's not, Three Little Birds by Bob Marley. Don't worry about a thing. Well, that's easier than done in 2026. Your advice is don't worry about a thing. It's not an easy thing to do in 2026. I woke up this morning worried about my interest rates, and 3 small children demanded breakfast. And can I have a pancake? Or maybe a bacon sandwich? No, you can have cornflakes, shreddies or toast. I suggest you don't worry about the past or future, 'cause there's really very little you can do about it now. Thank you, JCRV. That's kind of you, mate. I appreciate it. Go for it, fellow dad. It's always nice to have a dad sorry for the, whenever I hit the mic, you get this insane reverb. No, it's always nice to. It's always nice to talk to other like-minded people, and I'll happily, anyone is welcome in the live stream, but it's always quite nice when I talk to other dads, other mums and dads, and I suppose what I'm trying to support anyone who's having a rubbish time with their mental health or just feeling a bit lonely. Hello from Romania. It's always, thanks for coming in, George, appreciate that. So yeah, so if you are, literally my whole point of my YouTube channel is to try and improve people's mental health and make people slightly happier. Can you give me a shout out so I can live stream? Dexter, here's your shout out. I hope that's what you meant. Because I think it's I think life's hard, and life can be very hard when you're a parent. You can feel quite invisible, and I think certainly this is maybe a bit generalisation. Still not really socially acceptable for men to talk about how they feel, and I'm hoping that me plus other people. I have seen the song Meat Man. I'm probably not going to sing another one. Hope that's okay. Right, let's move on. We've done 26 minutes already. I tend to only do about half an hour because I've got a limited repertoire. But it hopefully will get better. Right, this is a parody of all the things by Blink-182, and this will resonate if you're a parent who either has a toddler or can remember having toddlers. Toddlers that don't sleep is enough to make you weep. No more, cause I said, cause you will. Wet the bed, always. I know I won't get to watch my TV show. They will keep you waiting. It's very frustrating. No, it's a milk embargo. Yes, that includes straw drinks like me milky milk. Me milky milk. Me milky milk. Me milky milk. You can't have any more milk. All the things. Thank you very much, JC. You're becoming you're a positive influence in my live stream, and that is good. Yeah, that I seem to remember. I think that's one of the hardest things about becoming a parent. You just feel like you have conversations. You feel like your brain's turning to mush. Certainly when you've got the really little ones, and you might have days on your own. And you're like, I haven't spoken to an adult today. I've literally had conversations with a child who can't really communicate well and just wants stuff all the time. Quite often they don't even know why they want the stuff. Totally relatable. Yes, you've obviously been there. With that in mind, JCRV, this one's for you, mate. And it's a parody of Let It Be by the Beatles. It's all about the time I fear the most when I'm left a lot on my own to do childcare. I've just survived 3 whole days of childcare, catering to their every need. One word was said constantly, Daddy. When various fluids have finally been mopped up at number 2 from number 3. Netflix and Disney, can you save me? Rescue me. Rescue me. Rescue me. Rescue me. Rescue me. I hope my wife's bus isn't late again. Rescue me. Yeah. I think that's the thing. Once you suddenly realise, oh my goodness, I definitely feel like there is a market for my sort of childish parody songs about parenting. I just need to find lots of other quite exhausted mums and dads who are like, oh my goodness, there's someone that gets it. I totally get it. We're coming out the other side now. I've got a 13-year-old, an 11-year-old, and a 7-year-old. So we're kind of nearly there. Riptide. I can't play. Na 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 na. I do need to learn Riptide. Although I've got to be careful because basically the few times I've tried to play songs and just normal, I get told up by YouTube and they're like, right, you can't monetize this song, which is fair enough, I suppose. Hello from South Africa. Hello, Richard Dixon. Where in South Africa? I went to Cape Town. I had an amazing time in Cape Town. A friend of mine got married in Cape Town. South Africa was awesome. I remember going and having probably one of the nicest meals I've ever had, having like an amazing steak and an amazing bottle of wine, and it was like 11 rand to the pound. It was awesome. Jeffreys Bay. You might not care about rugby, but what do you think about the upcoming Six Nations, if you have an opinion, Rich Dixon? I'm a Scotland supporter, and as per usual, it's the hope that kills. It's very hard being a Scotland supporter because they always look like they could do something, and I hate the hype before every Six Nations. Like, this is their year. They've got an amazing group of players. I'm like, yes, they have, but they haven't won anything. Right. Anyway, I'm not going to get into Scottish rugby because that's a whole rant that won't be that interesting. Right. This is a parody of "Lean on Me," and if it's for anyone out there who's having a bit of a rough time. The problem is new mums and dads feel guilty thinking they aren't good parents. Agreed, because they feel all these emotions, but this is the best sort of group therapy. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. Well, if you could help me out by telling any other dads, because I'd much rather, if all my YouTube channel becomes is basically a mum and dad self-help group where I basically tell everyone how amazing they're doing and sing ridiculous songs which hopefully make people smile, then my job's done. That's it. We do have really good food. You do. My dad is full Scottish, so it's not. Yeah, but Richard, it's very easy for you because your country is easily the best in rugby in the world. So you're saying that from a very nice standpoint. But I appreciate the support. Right? No, I agree with you, JCRVE. Mums and dads need this. I think that's the best use of YouTube. It should be just self-help groups. I'm sharing a channel with mate. That's really kind of you. I genuinely appreciate the support. Right, this is a parody of "Lean on Me." For anyone who's having a rubbish time. Sometimes life can be poo, like a big bag of poo that someone has covered in poo. But there is a very silly man with very limited ukulele skills. As you can see, he's on a mission to make you smile. Lean on me if you're having a wobble, 'cause I am a man who's often quite wobbly, and we can wobble together, safe in the knowledge that it's not just you and me. Sorry for the complete mix-up there. I'm still not word perfect on them, so I have to kind of look down and then I look up because I'm like always remembering what all the gurus saying. You got to keep eye contact because that's how you engage with people. I can, but I can't keep eye contact and read lyrics. I was born on a leap year, so I'm technically 1 year old. Are you 4? You can't be. Well, you've got very, very good typing skills for a 4-year-old. I'm impressed. Remember me? I was Buzz. I do remember you, actually. Yeah, I do remember you. Thank you for being here. This is a parody of. Hang on, Richard Dixon. We have the best rugby players that you do. Thanks, Rich. I appreciate that. When you're in South Africa and you need to get biltong, yeah, no, I was big. I do like biltong. It's quite expensive here, but it's very good. It's full of protein and it's much better for you than crisps. Yeah, I do. That's the one thing when I went to South Africa. I'm like, I could live here for 4 reasons. The weather, because if after 3 years I could then pretend I was South African and I could adopt South African rugby, and then life would probably be easier. And the wine, really good. If you like red wine, South Africa's a place. And if you like meat, South Africa's a place. Oh, then 2. Yeah. Oh, you're 10 now. Oh, leap year. Yeah, I suppose that's right. Right. This is a parody of Yellow by Coldplay, and basically it's all about if, like me, you sometimes have intrusive thoughts and you worry about. That's very kind of you, JCRVE. You worry about basically intrusive thoughts and what people think you might have upset them. Would you feel sad if I called you Dave, but your name wasn't Dave? Would you be offended if I called you John, but your name was Jude? Would you consider that quite rude? And would you be offended if I saw you out? Would you think that's a shame? That man can't remember my name. I'm feeling quite offended. Intrusive thoughts that live in my head. Think it's funny to call Brian Fred, when the truth is He won't remember what I said. No one remembers what you said. It's true. Sorry, I got really itchy nose halfway through that. Isn't that typical? I'm blaming my itchy nose on the fact that I completely messed that song up. But I think you have OCD as well. I'm sorry to hear that, Dexter. Yeah, actually, I'll tell you one of the positives. I do remember you, Safe. You were here yesterday. It's nice to have you back. Thank you. I find it quite. I like it. Not like it because I feel sorry for the person posting it. Whenever I see someone open up and be really honest about mental health they're struggling, especially things that resonate with me, like intrusive thoughts, and I just think that's really brave to do. And actually, you don't know who you're inspiring by being honest and going, "This is me, my brain. It doesn't help me out, but it's just what I am." And I hope if you're out there struggling and you see this, you might realize, all right, well, things aren't great, and there are things I wish I didn't have, and I wish my brain was a bit more on my side. But actually, I'm not the only person, and I can live a reasonable life. Parents who feel guilty already have a hard time if they struggle with intrusive thoughts. Therapy happening here, mate. That's really kind of you, and I really appreciate you being in the. Oh, I know, Safe. You definitely asked me that before. You made the video, excellent. You're going to go live, fantastic. I think if you want me to write you to parody you a song, put it in a comment of a video, because the minute I press stop here, it goes. So all the requests and all the birthday requests, they just go. And I really don't want to miss anyone's birthday or a song request, because I'm basically generally trying to build a community, not just saying that in a way that people on YouTube go, I want to build a community / make lots of money. I generally want to build a community of people who just either feel lonely or, I don't know, just feel like, well, that made me laugh. I'm glad that person did that. Right. I'm going to sing a song. This one's for JCRVE because he's been a massive support in this live stream. And I appreciate that. Right. This is basically a parody of Beyonce's "If I Were a Boy," but it's about sort of what it must be like if you were making a James Bond film today, or in a more woke environment. Being James Bond in the world today would be a total flipping nightmare, not knowing what to do or what to say. Should the final scene be an exciting slugfest, or should James give him a cuddle before calmly suggest a citizen's arrest? Bro, you okay? Whimsical, optimistic. I'm all right, mate. I'm not bad. Yeah, I've had a bit of a wobbly day. It's that time of year. Nothing a bit of a live stream won't help. This definitely does help. Thanks, mate. Appreciate that. It does help. I don't know how, but I always. Well, it's proven that basically singing is good for your morale. Singing helps you feel slightly better, and I always feel slightly better. Hello, As Travel, a regular visitor and supporter of my live stream. I generally appreciate that. Yeah, I think almost every single stream I see is fake. Really? How's that going to work? I hope your kids are proud of you. That's really, really kind of you. You seem like that's kind, man. I think my kids are probably a bit like my wife, an element of little bit embarrassed and probably a little bit protective. I think my son gets very upset when people are mean, and I'm like, I'm all right. I'm over it. I can tell you something. If you're someone who struggles with your mental health, you give yourself a way harder time than anyone else ever could. I can promise you. That's just what it is. So you actually become quite resilient about stuff like that, as you help others with your songs. Yeah, that's absolutely true, mate. That's what it's about. And actually, quite selfishly, I'll be honest. If I logged on and there was no one here, I'd probably just sing Happy Birthday, play for 5 minutes, and then go. But the fact that there's I have conversations with people, that's really nice. Are you Australian? I'm not. I'm from Britain, but I have had that before. Thanks, Whimsical Optimist. It's very kind of you. You have an awesome day too. Right, 40 minutes. I'm going to close it off there because it's always good to finish. I'm going to finish with 2 songs. This is a parody of 500 Miles by the Proclaimers. Hello, Isabel. When you're a parent, well, you know there's going to be an endless list of jobs to do. You'll try washing with soap or bleach or lava, but your hands will always smell of someone's poo. And when I've done 500 jobs, it just gets replaced with 500 more. I want to be a man who gets to sleep in his own bed, not someone else's floor. I'm exhausted, but apparently not as tired as my wife. I'm exhausted, but I wouldn't change a thing about my life. That's true. Right, quick itch of the nose, and let's go. Yeah, the Brits and Australians are very similar. I spent a year in Australia. It's probably one of the best years of my life. I worked in a school near Melbourne and got to play rugby for Melbourne University, and it was brilliant. Have a lovely evening, you. Thank you, mate. You take care of yourself. Yeah, mate, I hope you're getting some sleep, and thank you so much for your support. I genuinely appreciate it. Right. Thank you so much for joining my live stream. I really appreciate it. A genuinely lovely bunch of people. That's kindly, Dexter. Do you know what? I might do. But thank you so much. Hello, Lee. Hope everyone's okay. And yes, if you want me to sing your birthday, all you do is subscribe and then just put your name and your birthday in any one of the comments of one of my videos, and I'll add it to the list. Take care, bye.